Hey everybody, welcome back for another inning of Fantasy Basebrawl. I'm Nas. Today I'm going to be showing you a deck that I made quite a while ago. I haven't updated it in quite some time. Certainly not since the Final Fantasy release. This one's pretty straightforward. It's just, white, black, green legends. Try to get, use Kethis to get your legends out quicker. You want legends with big impact, use Sisei to keep searching up for more stuff. Not just legendary creatures, legendary spells. So you've got things like Ruinous Blast, which should largely unaffect you. A little bit of recursion destruction here. Stuff that could ideally wipe your opponent but leave you unharmed. Just pretty basic stuff. Multicolor cards with multiple use. I'll go ahead and leave this here for just a second if you want to pause and take a look at the deck list. But otherwise, just basic stuff. Just, casting stuff, trying to hopefully get stuff out, drop bombs, or get some card advantage. I've had a lot of fun with this deck. Actually, I made this deck about roughly 2 years ago, and I've been tweaking it ever since. I'll probably look into adding more cards, obviously, from the Final Fantasy expansion. I'll have to go back and double check. But anyway, let's go ahead and play ball. I don't like that hand. Still don't really like this. Theoretically could get a third land, but knowing Arena, that's probably not going to happen. But, I do get first turn. Let's go ahead and try it. If I don't have a third land by the next turn, I'm done. Yeah, I'm not winning this. Rule number 1 for Brawl, kiddies. If you don't have a third land by turn 4 or 5, don't even bother. You're not winning. Not too bad. Could probably work with this, hopefully surveil into something else. Let's see what happens. Everything else is relatively cheap. Plus I am on the draw. Yeah, there you go. I tend to just find it best, just go ahead and just take that 2 life damage up front. Just have variety in mana. The sooner the better. If this were late game, I'd probably let it come in tapped. See if he uses some removal to get rid of now. to start pressuring him. Obliterator. As long as he doesn't have any way to protect it, that's no concern of mine. Get rid of this pesky enchantment. Glissa's got excellent versatility for a 3 mana value. Okay, let's see. I could probably want. Let's get. You know what? I guess I could create more Glissas, but I don't think this is going to help right now. I'll get out Shalai just to... So at least he's got to either board sweep or waste a removal on Shalai before he can get rid of Glissa. Yeah. Well, I gotta get one of these. This is really nice art, by the way. Really got to get rid of one of these things. I'm not effectively dead if I can't pull something out here. Yeah, I'm done. Really nothing I could do. Didn't get any spot removal other than to kill his Obliterator, and he managed to pull off his, 1 out of 99 card combo. Yeah, whatever. That Rita Repulsa? Alright, this is pretty decent. Surveil is great for this deck, by the way, because you could cast from the graveyard with Kethis, so. Unless he does that. concerned with. Yeah, I got to get rid of his equipment and his artifacts.
And the umpire calls him out at the plate, ending the ball game.
I don't know. I thought he might have been able to get something else, but... This could be decent against Vivi, though. He's probably going to start ramping pretty quick. See if we get some removal, or... Yeah, this is not as good. Yeah, apparently the game does not want me to have removal. Alright, well... I don't know how much more cards I want to lose in my opening hand. I tend not to want to lose more than one. Typically, if I don't have a good, decent hand by, after losing, one, I just rage, don't even bother. The odds I'm not going to win. But because I like y'all a lot, I'll just keep going. You can watch me suffer. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't really help. I'm actually kind of surprised he's not... Oh, there it is.
Let's make like lightning. You get to be my protege.
Try to fish something out of his hand if he's got burn or bounce. There's Vivi.
I am confident this will work.
Yeah, Vivi is disgustingly overpowered, in my opinion, for a commander.
Our daughter?
I mean, it basically boils down to, if you have no answer for Vivi when it hits the board, it's like your opponent's probably going to win 9 out of 10 times. Pretty gnarly.
When it rains, it pours. And when it
Remember, he did all this by turn 5. Or was it 6? I don't remember. Let's get rid of that, so maybe can surveil into something good. That's not, or scry, I should say. That's not it. Well, problem is you can probably cast something, give these things prowess, hit me for at least 4, or equip it. Or he might bring Vivi back. So let me keep that instant speed removal out. He's got a counter, I'm dead. I don't know. I try not to create decks that revolve around just solely getting your commander out. I mean, I know I'm, honestly, I'm using, commander that. I mean, I try to use commanders that like enhance the overall feel of the deck, not just rely solely on that commander. No, I don't like that. Or that. This one I might be able to work with. I'll give it a shot. Alright, this guy does have snow-covered lands. So to that end... He's probably got nothing. Wing. If he's got a way to get rid of this, I'd probably help him a lot because, well, unless he pulls out non-basics. But even if he plays this Snowland, it comes into play tapped for this turn. Helps slow down aggro and fast ramp decks. Keep putting the pressure on. see. I could destroy that, but I do need... swing with everything. Well, everything except the Delighted Halfling. She can't do anything. If you want, forgetting something. In fact, I'd rather trade, yeah, just in case you got some shenanigans. Oh boy. Definitely do not want to have to deal with this. Although I think he's got enough to cast it. Get some card draw going. It'll probably be a land. Oh god, I love being right. I guess no, I guess he does have enough to get it. I shall top deck into my best card. One of them anyway. Why? Oh, never mind. I thought he was refusing to cast it. Over. God, I hate losing a lucky crap like that. Deck's not getting out to a phenomenal start. Well, might be able to surveil into something. I don't really have any, like, early game. But if this guy's trying to revolve around Absolute Virtue, I don't know how fast he can get it out, but I'll risk it. Yeah, I could use a Plains. Well, this he needs energy for. to get color. So it's either one of these. Let's get rid of that. Start doing some damage. Now there's probably got either a sweeper or something. I'm assuming he would. Something like River's Rebuke. Okay, still trying desperately to get his commander out. He's gone. Could be decent. Getting Arwen out is a cheap blocker. We got Vivi again, so probably... No, let me see if I get some quick removal. See, this would be better, but again, no third land. Although I do have enough versatility with Command Tower. If I get any third land, I should be able to mortify Vivi the second it comes out. Well, may not have to worry about it anyway. The opponent looks like he can't make up his mind with his hand. Oh, there we go. I'll go ahead and keep this. On the offhand chance I can bring out Mythweaver before I play the Command Tower, that'd be excellent. Looks like it's not going to happen. Going to do here. Yeah, bring out Vivi now. If I don't have a third land, I'm pretty much done. Yeah, that's the game's over. See what else he does. Probably keep casting stuff and kill me on turn 3. I mean, if nothing else, you get to see at least how effective Vivi is a commander. It's about time. It might already be too late. He might have got a good enough foothold with Vivi to, you know, keep casting them over and over again. Got a little mustache right here. Again, if you can't, it doesn't matter what your deck is, how it's composed, how it's constructed, how good the strategy is. If you don't get land, I mean, you're dead in the water. Now I need to hope to top deck removal, which I'm not getting. No point in bringing out Lauren. Vivi is what I refer to as an all-or-nothing commander. If your opponent cannot get Vivi out, he can't get the commander out, you effectively, your deck is pretty much done. Yeah, but I'm not giving you the satisfaction. I'll have to put up some examples of what I consider all-or-nothing commanders, so you can understand what I'm talking about, where the deck basically relies solely on getting your commander out, and if you can't do it, then your deck doesn't, effectively doesn't function. As I've said before, I try to avoid making decks like that. They're not particularly fun. I mean, they're great when you're winning with them, but it's really lousy when you're losing to them. Because you couldn't get a third land by turn 3, or you didn't pull removal. Need to get rid of this. Bring out Thalia next. Have a decent chump blocker. Except that's the end of that. And yeah, I know I had removal in my hand for that, but I don't want to waste it. It's pretty obvious to me who's winning. I'm not going to drag the match out for another 5 minutes just to lose. So here's a phenomena that I've noticed with the game, and I wish Wizards would fix this. Typically, when you're waiting on the opponent for about this long, what's going to end up happening is the match is going to be declared a draw, and I have no idea what it is. I don't know if the opponent left before the game could load, but I always find it really funny that the match ends in a draw when I was still willing to play. Like, shouldn't my opponent lose and I win because I'm still here by default? But yeah, it's a long-running glitch. I think it's been several years. Yeah, see? Draw. Again, I didn't give up. And, you know, honestly, I could, you know, selectively just record matches where I win. I told myself I'd try to be as honest as possible with these videos. So, full disclosure, in the future, I won't be running any videos. I won't showcase anything where, you know, if I'm turn 6 with only 2 lands and I lose, I mean, there's no point in uploading that. You don't want to see that. But nor do you want to see anything where the opponent combos off by turn 2. And there's, like, nothing I can do about it. I mean, defeats the whole point of showing you how the deck works and what you can do with it. As a matter of fact, what I would consider even matches are so rare in this game that, I mean, I'm happy to lose matches where it's a nice, good length match, like 15 to 20 minutes, and I get to pull everything I can. My opponent gets to do everything they can. I ultimately lose. I'll never forget, a long time ago, back in 23, I was playing a brawl match with someone. No joke, it took almost an hour. And man, we were using every trick in the book against each other. I don't remember what deck it was. I mean, heck, it could have been this deck. But I remember I didn't care because it was a great match. It wasn't like around 3/4 of what this game typically is, where you just, one opponent just gets steamrolled. Okay, well, he's going to want to have stuff on the board. I'm trying to think. Maybe I could sucker him into unloading everything and then just blowing it with invasion. Yeah, let's do that. Now all I need is some black mana. Well, I get it, just not in time. See if I can weather the storm here. Oh, interesting. Still not sure if I want to let him have this. Like, what would be better? To get rid of this? I'm sure he's going to cast this next turn. Let's get rid of that. The less mana options he has, the better. Well, this will give me some spot removal protection from his black spells, but if he's got a board, well, he's got that. This is where this comes in handy. This is great, just targeted removal, but it's also just awesome for, you know, token decks, elf decks, you know, what have you. Well, he's either going to, what's it called? That Golgari card. Destroy a land, destroy a creature, destroy an artifact. Casualties of War. Oh, no, Swords of Plowshares. All right. That. God, normally I'd like to keep Urza's Ruinous Blast in my back pocket, but I need some cards. Oh, it's creatures, not legendary cards. Oh, well. Oops. I won't be editing that in post. You get to see my mistakes, too. protection. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see here. Oh, no, I'm such an idiot. I could have gotten whatever. Forgot that I had this. I'm just curious what he has. He's probably got either removal or protection. He's going to rely on that, which tells me he theoretically doesn't have much left in his hand. Oh. And I win. Not bad. I mean, here's the thing. He could have worn me down with this, in theory, although I would have searched for something to kill off either this or that. I still have Yawgmoth's, what is it, Yawgmoth's Vile Will or whatever it's called. Because he could have blocked Avacyn at least twice. Obviously, I don't have Vigilance. I wouldn't have wanted to swing with everything. I don't know if the opponent realized that, but interesting. I'm surprised I pulled that one off. I did goof up. I forgot I had this. I could have searched out for my own copy of, Elish Norn Grand Cenobite and probably taken out some of his smaller creatures, or even Sheldred Whispering one. But anyway. Alright. This actually doesn't look half bad. If he doesn't have an answer for Varagoth, I can start tutoring up stuff, and I am going first. Let's go ahead and do that. Not too thrilled about having these, but that's okay. Again, although this is going to work great if I can get it out for any length of time against a mobilized deck. Okay. Again, just I thought no extra lands. Let's go ahead and get command towers and get flexibility. Even if he kills Varagoth now, at least I got that fourth land, cast Key to the Archive, hopefully into other things. Make him waste a turn. God, an extra turn is always great, although he could kill Key to the Archive. I'm going to risk it. As far as I know, he doesn't have any activated abilities with a deck like this, so let's go ahead and we'll drop Drana and Linvala. I'm honestly surprised he... Okay, never mind. Go. He's probably got swords. That's what I imagine, but anyway. Let's go ahead and... That way he's forced... If he doesn't have an answer for this, then he's forced to get rid of Zergo next turn. I don't want him building up an army. I don't want him attacking. I don't want his ability to kick off so that he starts drawing cards and getting card advantage. So even if I have to let Sheoldred get destroyed or exiled, I think it's worth it to get this guy off the board and stall him. Oh, that's not bad. Does he have Monotithe? Is that what that is? It can't be swords, because he would have gotten rid of Sheoldred when he had a chance. At least I think so. I can hit this for 9 the next turn. Which is where I probably will go into. Or I could do this. Get rid of his pesky enchantments. Right. No. On the offhand chance that he does have Monotithe. Okay, that gets rid of that. Debating if I want to get... This isn't going to kill anything. Yeah, if he attacks and instantly die to this, won't damage me, but he'll get his card draw. On the other hand, he'll have to attack into Elishnorn, but at the same time, nah, card advantage is always better. I can also exile this and draw on it to get Sheoldred back and try to pressure him next turn. he wants to board sweep, I'll just Grizzle Brand in response. Or spot removal, for that matter. Nope. Opponent's gone. Yeah, so that was the deck. Like I said, I'm probably going to try to create a new version of it pretty soon. Take out a couple creatures, put in a couple new ones. Now that the Final Fantasy series is out, you know, I try to make decks that are fun to try some new stuff. I mean, this isn't rocket scientry, but you know, I don't want to just make a deck that everybody else makes, or decks that, you know, just rely on a commander to overpoweringly win. I mean, I have made those decks in the past, and, you know, they're fun to play for a while. Again, not so fun to lose with. But, you know, try to come up with a couple ideas outside the box, find new ways to win instead of just, you know, comboing by turn 2. You know, eventually I'll release like a version 2 of this deck to this channel. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Again, I always share just to, you know, always to help spread the love in the community. I'll go ahead and give you a list of the channels that I enjoy, that I've been watching for a while, that eventually, you know, inspired me to make this one. You can check them out. You know, they don't all specialize in Brawl, and some just have very nice input about the game itself. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And take it easy. Have a good one.